Hello everybody, this is Dr. Kalpana Shringar from Prakriti Charitable Foundation. I'm back again to talk about the marital conflicts during the pandemic. Of course, marital conflicts have been there for quite some time, but these days I have been seeing a lot of cases coming with so many sorts of marital conflicts due to the pandemic. They have to stay indoors. Many a times husband and wife, both of them work. Previously they used to go out, work and come back in the evenings or at night. But now it has so happened that if one works during the day, one has to work during the night or vice versa. So this is causing a lot of tension at home. Apart from this, they have to manage the household. They have no servants. They have no help, no domestic help. There are ego clashes and the husband depends entirely on the wife many a times for food. She has to do the cooking, she has to do so much of work, she has to cater to the needs of her children if at all she has any. And children have got online classes and she has to take care of their homework, their assignments. Of course, in some families, males also do help, but in most of the cases, they ask the wife to take care of all these things. So this becomes an extra burden for the lady of the house. Apart from this, because there's no time management skills in these people, there's a lot of problem. They do not know when to get up, when to start their work. They do it whenever they want. They eat whenever they want. They sleep whenever they want. And during the pandemic, they cannot go outside. They have to cook, they have to eat, they have to keep their house neat and clean. They have to finish their official work. Office also gives them a lot of work. Previously they used to work for about 7 or 8 hours. Now they work for 9 hours and beyond that. So this is a lot of a hassle for anybody, for any married couple. So thereby it's leading to a lot of marital conflicts. I have seen cases who have come to my clinic wherein they stay under the same roof, but the husband does not see the wife's face and the wife does not see the husband's face. They cannot even communicate one sentence straight without a problem. They fight like crazy. So how do we resolve this? Is there a chance of helping them? We have a group of psychologists and counselors who on a daily basis try to counsel them, they talk to them. We do not believe in divorce. We're too old-fashioned, so we tell them to stay together. Problems do arise to any couple, but we have to try to adjust, make amendments here and there, okay, as an intelligent person, and then move on. So this being the ultimate thing that we have been doing in the clinic for quite some time, ever since the pandemic started, I think the divorce rate of the people who have come here has also reduced. All credit goes to the psychologists and counselors who have been working for the foundation. And apart from this, the problem also arises when it comes to upbringing of their children. They do not know how to handle their children during the pandemic because children stay at home. 24 hours they are under one roof and there's no help. Most of them believe in nuclear families. Previously in joint families, the grandparents would take care of the grandchildren. But now it is not so. It is only the husband and wife who have to cater to all the needs of the children. Children may want to eat something, they may want to go out somewhere, they cannot go out and play. So all these disturbances are seen. And they have to finish their assignments, they have to finish their homework, they're answerable to the teachers, and they have to sit at a particular time for their online classes. And I have seen many parents struggle because children cannot pay attention in an online class. They're totally distracted. I've seen parents coming and feeding their children when they are having their online classes. They come and comb their hair when they're having their online classes. So there's a lot of disturbance in the whole atmosphere, because of which, each one starts blaming the other. Husband blames the wife, wife blames the husband. So there's no end to this at all. So how do we manage all this? Is there a way where we can manage these children? Is there a way we can try to help each other? How can we live amicably? What is the happiness that you get living together as husband and wife? Why is there so much incompatibility? As educated people, these things should minimize. It should not increase. It's a competitive world. Everyone has to work. But nobody wants accountability. The husband does not get the right information from the wife as to where she spends some money. The wife does not want to tell the husband does not want to tell the wife. So their problem arises. Or if there is a sick person at home, the mother-in-law or the father-in-law, the daughter-in-law does not like to take care of them. The daughter-in-law does not want the husband to spend money for the treatment of his parents. Or the husband does not want his wife to spend money on her parents. So the conflicts, increase day by day. So when there is no relaxation at home, when there's no peace of mind at home, they think that divorce is an answer. But divorce is not the answer. Supposing they divorce and marry again, they could land up with many more problems. So what I suggest is, try to manage your problems. If one gets angry, the other one should calm down. It's no use fighting or arguing for the sake of arguing. So one should mellow down, one should calm down, and after say a few minutes, the other person will also calm down. So there will be no fight at all. There will be no room for any sort of an argument or a fight at home. There should be accountability even among husband and wife, and both, it is a duty of the parents to take care of the children. Both should devote some time towards the children. They should sit and play some indoor games with the children. They should tell them some bedtime stories. All this is not seen these days at all. There's no encouragement to develop certain hobbies. Even at home, why can't the parents teach the children how to play chess or carom or snakes and ladder? All this can be done with ease. Why don't they do it? Why don't they inculcate a reading habit in children? When they start reading, their language improves, they become much better. If they don't do this, the language gets stagnated, they don't learn anything beyond what they know. Let parents encourage the children to learn different languages. That helps the children very much. Even in their higher education, they should know different languages, they should learn different skills. Cooking is not bad. These days, I find people, ordering from Swiggy or Zomato and eating so much of outside food and junk food. Why not cook at home? Everything should be taken in the form of a game. Everyone should feel happy doing certain things. If you're not happy, you won't be motivated at all. And when you're with your family, try to play some indoor games, play some antakshari, learn some music, learn some instruments. All of you sit and do yoga together. Children will also learn. Let them make a collage or something sitting together. Let them make some embroidery. Let them make some jewelry. Once you start teaching these children a bit of all this, a bit of gardening, once they start developing interest, they will carry on with it. As adults, we should learn what is good and what is bad. The main aim of education is to find out what is good and what is bad, what is black and what is white. If you do not know the difference between these two things, education becomes a sheer waste. Children learn bad habits, they get into bad company, they play all sorts of unwanted games, they start taking drugs, which is very bad. So these habits should be curtailed at a very young age, because once they grow up, they will go on doing it much more and it increases. There's no full stop at all. And that's why our pockets get full when drug addicts come to us for treatment. Don't you think it's the duty of the adults at home or the parents to inculcate good habits in children? So as parents, as adults, I advise you people to minimize your marital conflicts. Don't think of the word divorce because it fetches you nothing. You will have to fight for it in the courts. And as I told you, you marry another person again, you may end up with much more problems. So if you have minimal problems, try to resolve it amicably. There's nothing better than that. And unless and until both husband and wife are there for the children, it becomes very, very difficult for the children to grow up in a good atmosphere. Viewers, in case you have any conflicts, please come to us. We are always there to help you. And if you have any questions regarding this, we are there to answer it. Thank you so much. See you again.